folks, we finished our Eberron playtest, so we are going to have the availability to do some streaming Thursday nights. Give me a moment here to make sure sounds like I'm pretty audible. Okay, great. I'm going to punch a bunch of buttons here real quick to check down the doobly-doo down below to find my Twitter to keep updated on what I got going on. And just give me a moment here to punch all the different Discord channels I like to hunt, like DMsGuild, Drive Through RPG, and Destructive Boys Designosphere, and Treant Monk's Cool Place, and Dungeoneers Pack. Josh is a great guy. I'm going to be live with him next weekend talking about Session Zeros. Classes and Constructs does awesome MTG conversions for D&D. And Zipperon is just got really great advice about running games. Cleric Corner is like character flavor central. Rich Mary also does great stuff with reflavoring and reskinning classes. Fry Minis has all the scoops and gets the advanced copies of D&D stuff. If you don't know the D&D flagship, you oughta. Dice Try, who is just awesome with MTG 5-color mana flavoring in different games, especially D&D. And of course, shout out to the different Ravnica play-by-post Discord channels that are out there. You guys are great. So, okay, hey, since we're talking about today, we're talking about the Simic Combine as a case study for the. We'll use some words, Kearney. Okay, so the Simic Combine is one of 10 world-spanning guilds in the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica, the Ravnica setting, which is MTG stuff. So we've got a bundle of books, but I wanted specifically to pull attention today to. Let me flip this thing out like that. I'm now part of a bundle. You can check down the link below. There's a bundle of the Pacts and Patrons of Ravnica, as well as clerics, artificers, and a bunch of just rando subclasses. But this is a growing collection, and it's like 50% off of everything. So it's definitely worth your attention. It supports me, other artists, other designers here on DMsGuild, and like, for example, if you check out my stuff, all my work is always 100% free preview. You can go through. This is just different otherworldly patrons that are represented, like the Boros Legion, for example. Like the Legion itself is your otherworldly patron. Like the guild is your patron. So you become a guild's mage, which basically is a warlock for that, like Golgari, and you got the Gruul clans and all these different things. So this is just like you can read all my stuff all the time. I want you to know what you're getting into when you make a purchase with my stuff, because it takes me a lot of time to do all the artwork, and I want to make sure you enjoy it. So if you also check the link below, there is the link to my Patreon. This is the post that you get taken to in Commands of Guilds. Armies, Guilds, and Kingdoms. This is the playtest content that we're currently playing with. I'd love to have your support, but I just want you to look. That's more important to me right now than anything, is that people get what it is that we're doing. So what are we doing? For the past I've been doing this this Infernal War Machine conversion for In Command, but prior to doing that, I was working on the different guilds and how to build and structure guilds and kingdoms for downtime activities, to rule them as like basically your background activity, to run these campaigns or have these guilds operating. Like, how does that look? We spent time going through the different mechanics of how this system works, but it's good to have case studies to prove that this stuff actually like functions and how to do it. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to do a case study for the Renown, using Renown with the Simic Combine. So if you are familiar with the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica, there are 10 guilds. the 10 guilds that rule the world of Ravnica, the Simic Combine. When you're using Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica, the whole campaign leans on renown. Gaining renown gives you higher ranks inside of the guild that you belong to. So there's literally millions of members across the world that are in the Simic Combine and the other 9 guilds, and about twice that amount of people that don't belong to any guild at all. But most of the action in the card game focuses on how the different guilds are interacting with each other, and that's the stance that the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica takes as well. So what we want to do here today is look at how you can break down renown that you gain from the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica into different ranks using the system of renown that we had developed here recently. It's like, I think episode 18 that we went into that about, your different levels of renown that correspond with the different levels of renown that you can gain in the Simic Combine. So we're going to just basically thumb through this here, hopefully expediently, and then start playing with some of the ideas that are inside here and walking through how these mechanics work. See if it's something that you guys think is cool. So let's get to it. So the way that the system works, just as a brief recap, when you gain different levels of renown, you gain different ranks in the industry, or in this instance, in the guild itself. And the guild is primarily focused on health and military applications and tasks. So the Simic, they can heal you, they can create life, they can genetically modify you, and they do a lot of that to build weapons, bioweapons, to sell to different guilds and non-guild entities that want to have protection. It could be anywhere in the world. It could be an Azorius compound in the middle of millions of miles worth of wasteland, and they need troops. So they can commission the Simic Combine to create troops for them to delegate patrol and defenses for instance. There's millions of applications, but building Simic is something. Building creatures is something that the Simic can do. So we'll look at that. These are some of the tasks that you might see: health and military stuff. So we want to develop that out. But so those are the industries that the Simic is focused in, and then so as your character gains ranks in the Simic Combine by doing adventuring, they naturally gain renown. That gives them new ranks, which then, if you're an NPC of a same rank, you'll see what your default industry bonus is when you're performing tasks like creating life. That's going to be a downtime activity that you can perform using genetic labs that they can give you access to at different ranks of renown. So we'll look at how all those things pull together here. That is our objective, so that we can, perhaps if people liking Command in general, I can pick up some folks that love doing Ravnica stuff and task them with the activity of similarly kitting out a Simic compound guild, and then use this as a base model for them to build out the other 9 and throw it together as like a $3 or $4 something that I can kick out there and use as a coupon to buying the main flagship book here, and allowing you to use this whole thing in Curve with your Ravnica campaign for folks that are real big MTG enthusiasts. So like, subscribe, that's what we're doing here. So let's look at this. So joining the Simic Combine, Simics, scientists, geneticists, guardians are mutants and hybrids that are bred for power. Deep Sage are they are the lore keepers and information, the genetic historians, storing information in their DNA. So you have the Simic scientist background, which grants you skill proficiencies, and you can assign or randomize yourself to a different type of clade, and a clade is a genetics group that is attempting to improve or increase the numbers of different types of creatures or skill sets that they encode into creatures and then breed them to, like, through, you know, biogeneticists and whatever. You have the researcher, which is, you know, you gain advantage on stuff. They give you access to a Simic lab here, and then you get your Simic Guild spell lists, which are all green and blue spells in the color mana set that I have in the color mana spell point set. You can check the link down below to see the color mana system that we have that corresponds with this. You got your characteristics and the flavor text. Then you got your Simic. You get 2 Simic contacts, and then you get 1 non-Simic contact, and then you start gaining renown. So translating that over here, we have the Simic Combine, which is focused mostly in delegating tasks to the health and military industry. You gain a wide variety of additional benefits as part of your background utilizing in command with industries. So you have the Simic scientist background, and then you have your feature, which is researcher, which we already saw. With this system, when you perform the research task, which we detailed a couple sessions back, you can find it in the in command playlist. You gain advantage with research task. So that's fantastic. If you're performing spell research, then you gain advantage. If you're performing lore research to find out information about enemies' locations and just like magic item formulas and stuff, you gain advantage on that check. In addition, you gain a lifestyle. As we discussed in a previous session, you have to maintain a poor or better lifestyle inside of your guild to be able to retain members of your guild and not lose resources. You eventually crumble if you can't at least maintain a poor lifestyle for your organization. You're kind of cosplaying, but you can't live off of it, so it's not really a thing. Maintaining a lifestyle of poor or better makes it sort of an official, I am a guildsman. I'm a guilds mage. This is what I do. You can validate that. I am a mercenary. I'm part of this mercenary guild. This is what I do. You're maintaining a lifestyle with it. And we'll go through, as we go through the ranks and bonuses, we'll see, I think you start off with a poor lifestyle just right out of the box, and then it gets better as you gain ranks. So I didn't encode that, so here's an opportunity for me to do that with you guys. Needed to do the thing, so we're doing it. I created a feat, Simic Guild Mage, which you can take at first level if you want. You can roll health and military checks here, the industries that you're focused in. So you can make health and military checks using your renown rank bonus. So if your game is focusing on you not gaining levels quickly, but you want to amass power inside the organization to have more tasks that you can perform to deepen the amount of engagement that your guild or clades inside your guild are having as like actual events that your characters can be involved in, even if it's just social interaction of getting to know the movers and shakers and power brokers of the next clade over, or who's in charge of the society, the Zonot, the what is it? The raccoons, the raccoon nest of the Raccoon City. That's it, from Resident Evil. The Raccoon's Nest, which is a Zonot. It's basically the same thing. It's a giant research facility and dormitorium for people to live, perform research, and then maintain security for and distribute research throughout that facility and the surrounding communities. So they can literally just dive into the Undercity, like identical to Raccoon City, get into the Undercity, get access to water sources, and then start using that for breeding pools, etc., etc., etc. That's how Simic works. So as you gain ranks, MPs, like, you can just stay second level if you have a slow grind, long-term level campaign where that's not important. You can even freeze your progress, and everything that you do, it never gains your character a level. Like E6 campaigns, they cap at level 6. You never have to gain a level after that, but you can continue to accumulate renown in your guild. So even though you're 6th level, you can get yourself all the way up to 50 renown, which will put you at 5th rank, which means that when you're doing rank tasks inside of your guild or using resources from your guild to accomplish your goals, instead of your hit point pool, you can be rolling with a plus 11, which is like a plus 6 proficiency bonus and a plus 5 to your stat automatically, even if that's outscaling your character's abilities. Or, alternatively, if you're leveling up quickly, faster than your renown is letting you grow, you can, of course, use your ability checks when you're performing industry checks. You can always use your ability check instead if your character is involved with it. So, hey, Hornetico, what's up, man? It has. It's good to see you again. We're talking about the Simic Combine as a case study for building guilds out of Renown and the in-command system. So carrying on, we're looking at, again, the playtest document. The case study just got dropped in as the last of 90 pages just yesterday. So folks can look at this along with me if you want, and we'll be building it out here in real time with it. So if you want to play along in another browser, you're welcome to if you want. But so we have the lifestyle. You maintain at least a minimum lifestyle, and we're going to go through this case study here to verify that's true. And then you have the feat Simic Guild Mage, which we were just discussing. And when you perform a task using health and military industry, you can use your renown rank bonus instead of your own natural ability scores. So that's why we're talking about gaining rank at a different pace than gaining levels. But you could also just have your character gain rank as they hit these different level benchmarks. We know that like level 1 to 4 is first rank, so you can just be first rank at the start of the game to be in the guild mill, and then when you hit 5th level, then you now have 10 rank. 10 renown, so your second rank, and by the time you get to 17th level, you've got 50 renown automatically, puts you at 5th rank, and then so you're able to utilize all the resources that you get from the Simic Combine for being part of their guild with 50 renown. Here's all your stat blocks, and we'll walk through that here in a few minutes. So then you got features, the Simic contacts. We saw that already in the actual thing here. The way that we built it out is that so right off at first level, you have 2 Simic contacts and 1 non-Simic contact. So the Simic contacts, one is first rank, or basically equivalent to your own character's level, and then you get another one that's second rank, that's higher rank than you, so that you have somebody you can go to and say, hey, I need resources to do this thing. We're trying to pull this heist or whatever. Whatever it is that your little Simic tentacles want to get into. We need resources. Well, who's your upline? Who's your second rank commander that's going to have more access to the Simic Combine guild than you do to be able to grant access to resources and, say, troops? Like, if I want to do this raid, for example, we think that there is a breach in defenses, and we think that the House Demir has infiltrated some of our lower labs, and we want to make sure that's true or not. So we need an Inquisition team. If you're first rank, that's some ambitious shit for you to be doing as a first rank guildsman. It's impressive. So maybe if one of your characters has a contact that's a second rank luminary, they can give you access to crises that have telepathy, and they can give you access to bards, for instance, or they can just give you access to what's their resources, a second rank or D4 first rank. So we can go here and we can build a squad using the basic ally combat statistics from what page are we on? Page 15. So you can get second rank guys. You can get D4 second rank guys. They have 20. You can get 1 second rank guy, 20 hit points. He outranks you. So you have to be careful about what you tell him to do, because you may not be able to maintain control over him, and he may decide that he outranks this task and knows what to do instead and goes rogue, acting independently. Now he becomes a competitor in your objective, thinking that he can actually achieve this goal better than you can. So now you have to defeat his effort or find a way to claim authority over that effort using networking or damaging his reputation to drop his renown down to yours, and thus creating an enemy out of that guy your upstream luminary provided you. Now you're having friction with your luminary. That's a complication that your characters may need to resolve as a social task of having to pay it back to him. Or maybe you start building alliances with other people that actually say, yeah, you're luminary. Actually, these are the kind of jerks that he hangs out with. You should really pay attention to who you're working with. These are adventure seeds that you can build a dynamic campaign around your character's use of the resources that they can gain from in command. So this is the kind of shit that I would like. My next campaign is going to be built around this. We'll build a guild, and every season the guild will have set goals by using its resources, and then the characters get to decide which of those goals do they want to take personal responsibility for, and then that becomes the adventure for that season. And when they finish it, they gain a level. The guild gains a point of resource or gains renown. And so as you keep going, you can keep stacking up resources inside of your guild by performing different tasks that gain you level. And by the time you hit 5th level, bam, your guild's automatically 5th rank. Or is automatically 2nd rank as 5th level characters. So then you get to level up, and you can use this sort of stuff as a structure for what kind of resources and what kind of allies and how many people do you have access to, whether you're building a kingdom or like a pirate ship as a guild. You can build these things, and we're just using Simic here as an example. So that's you gain 1st and 2nd rank. That's an example of how a Simic would want to make use of those. And then you have your non-Simic contact, which is going to be somebody of your a peer of your same level that's outside of the guild. That like for example, it might be House Izet that you have an ally with that may be able to procure you. What can a 1st rank technician do here? Poor lifestyle, you plus a 1st rank ally. So that probably means like your Simic ally would be able to get you a 1st rank piece of tech. Like that would be an uncommon magic item. It's like, hey, we need this custom thing to pull this whatever our tentacles are getting into. It would be great if we had access to this magic item. Well, I happen to have an ally in the Izet League that could get us that portable hole or whatever. It's an uncommon magic item, or it's like he's like the equivalent of like a 4th rank artificer, and so he could build infusions for you of that rank, so you can kit out your squad with specific gear to go on whatever your heist is. So hey, what Hordenetico's got to say? Well, the system is coming together nicely. Yeah, it really is. Definitely going to have to go back and watch all the vids. Well, I hope you like listening to me ramble, because there's like 40 hours of it so far. I've been out of the D&D loop for a few weeks while I was busy. Well, you know what? Real life comes first. So I am fortunate that my family allows me the bandwidth to be able to do this stuff as a side hustle. It's a long-term life goal to be able to build stuff out that people are willing to invest money into and support me, so that in my old age with my decrepit fingers I can put on my thought cap and spit out ideas like this for you guys in a constant stream. And 30 years from now, when my monkey flesh is failing, that is my dream. I pray it come true. I want to live in an old folks home where I can run D&D games all the time and just stay out of society's way and just spit out ideas for folks to spin on like this. Like, I'm pretty happy with where I'm at right now in my world, but I can imagine 30 years from now, man, it's just another 30 years of doing it. So it's just going to help ideate better. If my brain can keep up, I starve myself periodically to keep my insulin levels from staying up my whole life, so I can hopefully fight off the Alzheimer's, so that when I am 80 years old, I don't have to worry about forgetting that I did this 30 years ago and here's a link. That'd be really useful. Hopefully my mind will stay sharp like that. So starve yourself. Talking about genetics, back in the Simic Combine. So those are your contacts, right? And then feature, I already have the feature Pro Lifestyle. Great. Beep, 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 beep. Let's do that. Okay, great. So let's officially now, and we're gonna hit the timer. It's 7:30 here in Seattle. Let's pop 20 minutes and see how far down the road we get, just to keep eyes on what we're doing. Go. Skip how do you fit in, because who cares? Grow up. Rank 1 technician. Technician, you can. Yeah. Okay, great. It dynamically resizes. So 3 rank, you get that, and we just assume you start off with 3 rank at first level if you're using in command. So as a technician, you can begin performing experiments, following the instructions of researchers, operate instruments, care for experiments, etc. Blah blah blah. If you have any kind of pet, familiar, mount, or animal companion, you can add 1 random adaptation to it from the minor adaptations table. Doing so requires 1d6 work days, 8 hours per day for 26 days of work. I love that. For each creature, and the work must be done in a Simic facility. See, okay, so it's a first rank. As a first rank character, having access to this would be a first rank task, which means you need to be in some sort of physic facility, but that's such a low rank that would only have to be a first rank task. So let's go down here to Simic tasks. Genetic modifications. Rank, effect, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are specific. I think I spelled modifications wrong. Thank you. These are specific Simic tasks that we're now kitting out right now to go along with the narrative that we're providing us at the different levels of Renown. So, rank 1, effect, modify creature to gain wherever the hell this is. There. Yeah, I'm cut and pasting. We'll fix it. And I certainly can't keep that chapter 1 reference. But I can hyperlink it for you guys playing at home. Copy link address, and we'll fix this later. But for now, we're just trying to be good for the peoples. No, that's good. Yeah, Krasis. That's what we're working with. We're working with Krasis here. So, Krasis adaptation table. My major adaptation. And which table does it tell us to use? Minor adaptations. Well, here's your minor adaptations. Krasis Warriors. What rank is this Krasis rank? Challenge rating 4, so that's a second rank critter. CR1 half, that's a first rank critter. Night Veil Spectre, that is a CR10, that's a third rank critter. Gloamwing is CR8, that's a third rank critter. Nivik Cyclops, that's also a third rank critter. Flyer, that's a second rank critter. CR2, second rank critter. CR1, first rank critter. Shocker, first rank critter. Hybrid Spy. Oh, I'm for reference, I'm looking at Basic Allies, the page 14. 1, 2, 3, 4. The CR rank up to 1, up to 5, up to 9. Oh, that CR10 was CR4. Rank 4. That's perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, that all jives. Let's see. So I have up to 4 rank. I have up to 4th rank so far. And that is no longer Simic stuff. Sky Swimmer. CR13, almost there. Stay on target. Ooh, nope. Super close. Where did that go? Here. Oh, just not quite enough oomph. You could say, if you wanted, that a Sky Swimmer was 4th rank, 5th rank, if you wanted, or it's close enough. But that curves out. You can build these. You can build thralls at different levels. That's what we are currently curving into here. First rank, add 1 minor adaptation for the minor adaptation table. Let's go. Second rank, add 1 random adaptation. Add 2 random adaptations to a creature table. Add 1 random adaptations to a creature from the minor adaptation. For 1 random adaptation to a creature from the major adaptations. That could probably be worded better. Whatever. 3. Add 2. Random blah blah blah. Change any creature into a Simic hybrid. Change any turn any creature into another creature. Let's go with change any any creature into a Simic hybrid. And change any creature into another creature. It takes D6 days. Requires say nah, that's just too much. We're scaling too hard. No one's going to sit around for that. We'll just do that instead. 2d8 days. 3d10 days. 12. Houston, I found a problem. So it requires 5d12 days. How do I get skewed there? Oh yeah. 3rd rank. Fourth rank. There we go. 2nd rank, and then of a facility of 1st rank. 2nd rank, 3rd rank, 4th rank. See how that works? If you're in, like, say, if you are in a Zonnet with, say, 150,000 Simic guildsmen, then you have that's a 5th rank community, which has the capacity to be able to sustain a 5th rank Simic facility, which could then produce 5th rank tasks and results, like the crises, for example, that we just went through, and these modifications that we're looking at here. So it will be fun to build out a book of all 10 guilds, and then put some Magic the Gathering art into it. I will enjoy doing that immensely. I'll either paint it myself and publish it on the DMs Guild, or I'll put on my Patreon and steal art from their free use. I don't know. Who knows? But I've got options. So, but yeah, this task is cool. It takes D8, 8 off day for each creature. So it's going to have to be, I'm going to change this because they just arbitrarily decided it. They didn't actually have any science behind it. And the in-command system has, it's the same math over and over and over again so that you can build reliable patterns that can scale and fractal into each other at different scales of society, different scales of guild, different scales of skill and accomplishment, different scales of enemies on the battlefield, different scales of magical effects, magic items, spells being thrown, hit point capacities, size of structures, time spent. It's all working on that same scale, and that's pretty freaking cool. So I am infinitely thankful for Ukulele Bard, who is really good at introducing the command die idea. I was just going off of static bonuses initially, that 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 static bonus system, and that was the core of it. But when I recruited on Ukulele Bard to help me strengthen it, he was the one that had the psionic die idea that we then converted it to an in-command die, which then basically built the foundation of how the Wizards of the Coast psionic die really is just explosive. I recently found out the G.I. Joe RPG, which Hasbro outsourced to somebody else, uses all their skill systems using a scaling die like this. The higher level of proficiency you have, the larger die that you use, and that's how they scale through the 20 levels. So I just literally saw that last week. I'm like, holy crap, that obviously it works. So I'm pretty pleased about that. But I mean, we're bringing the D&D. You can't format, you can't copyright mechanics, just what your mechanics talk about. So all hail Hypnotoad, right? That's a Simic Tasks, which is genetic modifications. So it starts off with a minor adaptation, and then you can then get into 2 minor adaptions, or a major adaptation, and then you can go into having 2 major adaptions. I feel like this creature, let's do that instead. That feels right. What's going on here? Excuse me. I was talking to my boo. She found something for me. Who knows what it could be? Okay, great. Change any creature into a Simic hybrid, or add 2 random adaptations to a creature. There we go. And then 4. That feels better. I don't know if that's coming across properly, because I don't want to like polymorph you so that you just become a generic Simic hybrid. I want to do it so that you're like, if you were elf, you can swap it out and become a Simic hybrid instead, or whatever. That's the thought process behind that. I'm sure whomever I have, I'm sure Ukulele Bard and Adam will help me sort out what the proper language on that is. Good point. I'll have to make a note about that, but for now it's good enough. Simic facility, 5th level. And this I do intend to be true polymorph, and this I do intend to be true polymorph. That's mostly NPC, but I guess your character could do the same if they wanted. It's appropriate rank. It just who knows? It's maybe that's a bad idea. That's where we're at for now. That's what we're playing with, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, great. So that was first rank. Let's see, where were we at? Cool. Second rank. Researcher. Okay, great. Poor lifestyle ×1. Researcher. What's your Simic Combine? You must associate with the Cade. Experiment related to primary focus group. General guidance to the Clade and project. Project leaders are more hands-on, ensuring that your research contributes to blah 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 blah. Experiments. If your research requires it, project leader or Clade leader can equip you with a Simic charm. Groovy. Before you undertake a mission or experiment. In addition, you can call on a Category 1 Crisis, which is, if I recall, was a CR2 Crisis. Category 1 Crisis. Let's go see it. Category 3, Category 2, Category 1 is CR1. Okay, so Cat 1 is first rank. Okay, great. So to assist you on any mission authorized by the guild, you choose the Crisis' 2 adaptions. We are in command, so we instead... let me finish reading it real quick. Luminary special role. No comment about lifestyle yet. Okay. Okay, great. So if you are a luminary... you can, in addition, your guild businesses, you can call on the following Simic hybrid agents to assist you, which is a second rank creature, a second rank creature, a first rank creature, a first rank creature, a first rank creature. So that is the same rank. This is a researcher, and this is a luminary. So using the mechanics that we have, second rank, what do we have? You're going to have 1 second rank Crisis or D4 first rank. And if they're specialists, if you're a researcher, you're either getting a second rank researcher with a +5 on its industry checks, which are health and lore, or you can get 1d4 first rank researchers, which would have a +3, but there's 4 of them, so they can potentially perform multiple tasks for you at the same time as individual specialists. Or they can group together and perform tasks as a squad and redo. Or the luminary can get a second rank Crisis, or 1d4 first rank Crises, which are specialized in the loyalty and military industries, to either do combat stuff with you, or to do like espionage and sabotage or intimidation type tasks of tearing things apart or whatever. But if you're picking combat units, then you would be building a squad with D4 up to a 2x2 squad as first rank, and here's the hit points times 2. It's a 20-foot squad. Or you'd have like a medium Krasis, second rank, 20 hit points. Here's its bonuses. Here's its damage. It'd be like 2d4 from a squad of first rank Krasis, and it would be 1d6, but with more hit points from an individual Krasis, and its DCs would be higher than those of the first rank. So anyway, fun stuff there. Fun stuff that we're playing with. Back into it. Let's keep looking at this. So that's second rank, and then okay. So the way that the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica breaks things down is 4 ranks. You have this Clade Leader role at 4th rank, or you have this Speaker role. And the Speaker role has you basically taking command of a full Zana, which is a community, versus a Clade Leader, which is commands a Clade, which is a guild inside of the Simic Zana. So you could have a Clade expand into different communities across different Zonats if there's different resources that the Clade needs from different locations. It can exist in multiple locations. So this is kind of having you pick a path between, are you overseeing a Clade that could have ties to multiple different communities, or are you a Speaker that is commanding a community that may have ties to multiple Clades? And then you have Zana interaction, but the Clades have Clade to Clade interaction, where you're potentially competing for resources at different Zonats to fund the project that you want to research. There may only be 15 points of health resources available at a specific Zana that you are performing task at as your particular Glades guild, that other Clades are trying to get access to so they can do their tasks. So a DM can build out a grid, a hex map even, or probably just a square grid of different Zonat locations on a city map that you have for Ravnica, like say in the 3rd district. And you can drop in like X amount of Zonats, and each Zonat has these amount of resources tied to them at each season. And here's a cluster of different Clades that are performing different research, and you could just delegate that. We've got 30, like the DM could just sort out. It's like, each of these guys want 5 health resources, and across these 6 Zonats, there's only 25 resources. That's 6 that want 30. There's 25 resources overall. Someone's going to have to go and find their own health resources to fund their project. Otherwise, someone's going to get left behind. You can, well, honestly, a DM could nerd out forever doing this stuff if he wanted to, as background sideline stuff, which is useful to know, but can be changed in an instant. So you can have a map of resources, structures, and different hot points where different military groups can be, in contrast to like similar structures with, like, say, Selesnya here and like Golgari here. They have their own cluster of different communities with resources that, like, say, if there's a water source, the Golgari Guild and the Simic Guild may be competing with it. The Golgari want to use it for a rot farm and fill it in with swamp, while the Simic Combine want to use it for breeding pools and keep it pure blue. So they're going to be competing over how is that resource used. Like a Golgari may try to sabotage that resource by dumping waste into it to turn it into a cesspool that isn't fit for breeding the kind of life that Simic has, and they have to bail on it or to get a druid in there to clean it up. Now you've got druid conflicts between Golgari and the Simic. They're throwing spells, they're creating monsters to fight with each other, and your characters are getting dropped into this. We're just trying to clean up a toilet. We just want to make some toilet wine, man. Just clean it up. So that's the kind of stuff that you can just impromptu build out of these things. So that's the second rank. Yeah, that's for, okay, so I'm sorry, the point that I had there was that they put these things at the same rank, but what I am arguing is that you can separate the Clave leader from the Zonat leader, so that because communities are generally larger than the guilds, like the guilds are one scale smaller than guilds. Here, I'll show you. like here's the scale of guilds, right? Like a first rank guild's going to have like 1d4 guys in it, up to 10. So it's like a small little operation. It's just a smithy shop, right? Then when you're second rank, you can have up to, you can have up to 16 resources. It's you can have d6 times 10 up to 100. But if you're just randoming up a guild on the fly, you just roll a d6 times 10. That's how many guys that are loyal to that guild. Third rank, d8 times 100, d10 times 1,000, d12 times 10,000. That, and compare that to kingdoms, which scale at up to 100, up to 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, and beyond 100,000, like 10,000 per stack. So these guys accelerate. They are 10 times the scale that you're working with on a guild. Like it was up to 100 people in a settlement, a first rank community, and then we had. Just trying to scroll up and find it, buddy. Help me out, thanks. First rank is times 1, and then a second rank guild is up to 1,000. This is times 10. This is up to 10,000. Then it's times 100 here. It's up to 10,000 in communities, and up to it was 10,000 here. It's up to it was 100, 1,000, 10,000, up to 100,000. But you're only having a guild of, it's like 0.1% of your population would be part of that particular guild. And then once you get up to fifth rank, it's like 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, and the guild is scaling at like 10,000. 50,000, blah blah blah. So it's scaling at a smaller scale. Hopefully that made sense to everybody. 100,000 times 10, because the community is scaling at 100,000 and the guild is scaling at 10,000. It's at the fourth rank, the community is scaling at 10,000 and scaling at 1,000. So yeah, that works. It's up to 100 here, and they're scaling by 10 down below in the community, and it's scaling by 1 here. So yeah, that all jives. So, but yeah, that's the point. When you're running a clade inside of the organization, these are the kind of resources you have access to. As in, not a lot. You can get D4 first rank guys or 1 second rank guy. That is coincidentally the exact same scaling that you have for the task of networking, recruiting allies, maintaining a lifestyle. Coming down here to networking. Again, this is all in the document for you to look at. So, this is researching lore. We skipped it, and then establishing a supply chain. Networking, local leads. Supply chains. Come on, dude. Networking. Where'd he go? Hold on. My brain's frying real quick. Recruiting allies. There it was. Thanks. Networking, recruiting allies, loyalty tasks. So you can see here in a third rank community, which is a settlement, village, town. So in a town, which scales at times 10, times 100, times 1,000. This will have a town has up to 10,000 people in it. Settlement has up to 100, village has up to 1,000, a town has up to 10,000, and from that you can create a guild of D8 times 100. So each season, this is the amount of people that you can have inside of your guild. So, update. Hold on real quick. Right. So, we are looking at Simic tasks, second rank. We got that figured out. It had the second rank crisis that we verified. The D4 first rank. We have the military loyalty stuff that you can just like hire guys that are second rank at sabotaging stuff or whatever. Now we're looking at third rank, which is the project leader. So this says 25 here. This says second rank is 10. So it goes 3, 10, 25, 50 in the Ravnica book for 4 ranks. Because the in-command system has 5 ranks, we had to make up a rank. So we pushed the project leader forward. Well, it's still third rank, but like we just discussed, when we get to fourth rank, you've got the clave leader, which is a smaller scale. We just verified that's a smaller scale than what the Zonot leader has. So at 5th rank Zonot leader, you basically escalate to overseeing a full community, as opposed to just as opposed to a clave. So beep, 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 beep. Let's see. Oh, BRB. I'm back. Let's see, where we at? Yeah. Okay, great. So yeah, second rank researcher, second rank luminary. Sorry, I'm just crushing on my girl. She was being sweet. Third rank, great. Project lead. That's what we were talking about, the differences in rank. So second rank was 10, and then third rank here is 25, so we had to create an extra step. In this example, like I was showing, you can break the Zonot leader and the Clade leader apart into different tiers. And then the so that's 50. The project lead, so the Clay leader and Zonot leader were both 50. The project lead was 25, while the researcher and the luminary were 10. So our system has that stop gap of gain 7, gain 8, gain 25. I know it's clumsy, sorry, but I wanted to just stay as close to the system as it was, just giving you something extra on that long hike from 10 to 25, and it's even worse when it's 25 to 50, but you're gonna have a ton of resources to play with, so shut up. So that's where that comes from. So the project lead here is 25, but we just translated it, we just dropped it down to 17. So project leader, a proven researcher, speaker of the speaker of the Zonot gives you a laboratory space, so you get a lab, so you're now in command of a guild. The speaker is on. Okay, so great. So we're looking at here. You get 3d12 researchers, right? I love this game. I love 5e so much. It's the best It's the best D&D yet. Really, honestly, it is the best system ever. But Wizards of the Coast doesn't know what to do with those 3d12 researchers. There's literally no information in the book about what you're supposed to do with 3D12 researchers. One of the reasons why I built In Command is because, for God's sake, I want you to have something to do with those 3D12 researchers. Like, what can those 3D12 researchers actually do? They can do third rank tasks. And then you've got your resource pool. You now have a community, or you now have a guild. So you now have command of resources. You get 17 resources for you don't have to worry about maintaining lifestyle, because Master Simic 5th tier, they've got that covered for you. So you free up your budget from having to worry about your most basic need, which is maintaining a lifestyle so you can just do what you want to do. Covered. Go crazy. We give you a dorm. We give you at least it's not great, it's a poor lifestyle. If you want to side hustle some shit for yourself, you're welcome to pay for your own. Like, if you want to upscale your guild so you've got a better than the baseline lifestyle, so like it's advantage on recruiting new people because they want to be in your batch operation. It's like, yeah, they feed you well. It's freaking Porsche over there. You should totally be in Hornetico's guild. It's like, okay, great, let's go join Hornetico's Clade. You find it really easy to recruit people. That's what a high lifestyle does for you. So it just makes it that much easier. So, so let's look at the lifestyle that they have. I think they have you maintaining a lifestyle here. Let's see if it says so. Ideally, you're using careful conditions. Hosting the work of a successful and important project reflects well in the Zonat, so a seeker keeps a close eye on your work. On the positive side, you count on access to considerable resources of Zonat as long as your research is going well. On the other hand, you can expect your speaker to try to meddle in your work to ensure that your efforts remain relevant to the overall goals of the Simic Combine, which means they're going to be taxing you resources. They're going to have you pay out a number of resources equal to your guild rank. Well, we already have that covered above in the rulers demanding resources. We talked about that already. And commoners, category crisis, ideally control the conditions. I could swear it was talking about a lifestyle here. It keeps it on the other hand, doesn't say anything. What about their 4th rank? I know it talks about lifestyles in here somewhere. Gimme. Respectful during the supervision. Again, they don't know what to do with 5D12 researchers, but they gave you more. So I love you, WotC, but you don't want us to have allies and followers, so you never built rules on how to command them and to how to give them tasks to perform. That's why this book exists. I hope you love it. Let's see. Persuade members. I know. Lifestyle. It's driving me crazy. I could swear I didn't dream that, did I? Hold on. I'm just going to keep reading. Guild could break the peace. Oh, that's enemies and allies. You're a political leader rather than a scientific one, so you have the authority over other members in Combine only if they live and work in your Zonat. If a Clade has a laboratory in your Zonat, you have the right and responsibility to supervise its activity to ensure compliance with laws and regulations. That's your tax we were just talking about. But not to interfere in the research beyond that point. And if the Clade leader lives in a different Zonat, you have no authority whatsoever over that person. You're eligible to become a speaker of the Zonat. Select a new speaker in the event of an existing one, blah, blah, blah. Takes place in combination, proper election, and the input of 8 speakers, and the current prime speaker, the final word. If you emerge as the victor and righteous, you assume leadership of the Zonat and empowered to bring a concern over the speaker's chamber. Thank you. We're just going to keep going with that. Activities to ensure compliance. It doesn't. That's weird. I could swear that it did. All right, well, whatever. So, poor lifestyle. Let's say, let's go find that task real quick. Lifestyles. Surveillance, that's espionage. Create edge items, espionage. I'm looking forward to this being a PDF so I can just hit the sidebar and jump to it. Thank you. Poor, modest, comfortable. Thank you. Poor, modest, comfortable. Poor, modest. Comfortable. What else is it? Wealthy, I think, and then aristocratic. Yep. You can't spell wealthy with a K, sir. Aristocratic. Wah, it breaks the line. Makes me so sad when that happens. Makes me so sad. I am seriously considering doing a landscape format for the page so I can have 3 columns and be able to switch between 2 columns and 3 columns so I can organize space differently. I tell you, man, landscape is a real interesting. It's pamphlet size, right? You got a trifold. There's that same sort of thing, but you're building a PDF, so like you can see my page here. It has like the same dimensions here as you're looking at it on the page. So it's like it really like literally this space here is it's got that landscaping. Anyway, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. It's very tempting to build the book that way. I like that idea. I'll float it past Adam and Ukulele to see what they think about that idea. But so yeah, the wealthy and the aristocratic. There you go. And then the scaling continues. So you got the comfortable. You got the third rank, so you can create 1 third rank. You can create D4 second. Where are we at? Third rank. Yeah, one third rank, D4 second rank, or D6 times 10 first rank. Again, this is just scaling with the size of guild that you are representing. And now you actually get a guild with 17 resources, so you can up to third rank. So it's one. It costs 1 resource to perform first rank activities. It costs 4 resources to perform second rank activities. 9 resources to perform third rank activities, and that's your natural limit there at 9 out of 17. And it takes 9 resources for you to get an extra resource. You invest resources to slowly gain more resources, 1 per season for every 9 points of resources invested. So it's expensive for you to create more of them, or if you got more important things to do than grow, you can just let your guild chill at where it's at. It knows what it wants to do. It just wants to make sure it can cover its bases well. And there you go. You can 17 first rank tasks you can be performing. But as a third rank guild, you can only perform 3 tasks until anything beyond that is at disadvantage. So a first rank guild, even if it has 3 resources, it can perform 3 tasks at the same time. The first one is performed at normal. The 2 additional tasks would be performed. The task check would be at disadvantage. So if that's what you call overexerting your resources, or spreading yourself too thin, having too many people trying to do too many things not unified together. So you could perform a first rank task using 3 ranks worth of resources. It only takes 1 resource for you to perform this task, but you are going to do it using 9 resources. So you're absolutely going to blow the DC out of the water. You're guaranteed to succeed at that task, but the results aren't going to be great. It's just you just nailed it. as opposed to like performing you can perform a 3rd rank task. If you try to perform a 4th rank task, that is a higher rank than you. And again, we talked about this a few sessions ago, and you know, scroll up to see it. But if you're a 1st rank task, you can attempt a 5th rank a 1st rank guild could try a 5th rank task. That 5th rank task typically has a DC of like 25 to 31, somewhere in there, and you've only got a D20 plus 3, so you're pretty much automatically going to fail. Don't bother trying. But if it's like a 4th rank task, DC like say 22, you could roll a 19 and do that successfully. Good job. So 1st rank guilds should not be attempting 4th, 5th rank tasks. They just don't have the facilities. Then we have this buffer in here that you have to be at a 5th rank facility to get access to it, which means that you're going to have to spend 5 ranks of resources networking yourself in to get access to that lab whenever you want it. So that's just how the mechanics play out. The 17 resources that you have, you're going to perform a 3rd rank task for 9. You don't have enough resources to do that again until you gain a point of resources. So your first 9 resource 3rd rank task may very well be get another point of resources, so that you have 18 resources, so you can perform 2 3rd rank tasks at the same time. Or rather, you can perform 3 ranks of effort in 2 tasks. That's the proper language. I'm still learning the proper way to say these things. Guilds apply amount of effort based on the number of resources they invest in the task. A 3rd rank specialist can invest 3 ranks of resources automatically. The effort that a character invests is equal to their ability checks and any other modifiers that would weigh into it. So with 17 resources in your guild, you can put a 3rd rank effort with 9 resources, but you don't have enough resources to do another 3rd rank effort. So then you could have another task that has 4 resources, which is a 2nd rank of effort, and then you have just enough points left over to have a 3rd task with 4 resources perform its 3rd task as a 2nd rank effort. So there's 3 things that you can be doing, and you get lifestyle as poor for free. So not bad. It's just you who gets the comfortable lifestyle. The rest of your squad gets the poor lifestyle based on, I suppose, whatever rank they have. It's just, they're just working for you. You don't feed these dudes. It's like, that's just taking care of they work in your clade, but the dorm pays for their food and board, which is the Zonot, which is the community that you're in. So you're not actually funding the lifestyle resource. So you basically get a 4th task for free, but your character specifically gets a modest lifestyle instead of poor. It's even better. So that's how that works. You can see that it continues scaling up. 4th rank, 1 4th rank NPC, a specialist, or a 4th rank creature that you can add to your squad. And then you can, what do we have here? And then you have the 5th rank, and then that 4th rank. You've got 24 resources in your 4th rank guild clade. Then when you hit 5th rank, I would say clade / Zonot leader. Yeah, sure, that makes sense. You don't get a Zonot until, well, I guess you could do clade. There, screw you. Make it 2-fer. Let's do it like this. Yeah, like that. Cut. Paste. This is we're making Christmas here, folks. This is how you make Christmas. Ugh, no. Double no. Thank you. No. Why are you like you are? Thank you. Obviously a technical issue. Oh yeah, I needed that. I am a wreck. Don't mind me. I'm just in love. Seriously? Thank you. There we go. Oy vey, sloppy chart. We'll fix it. It'll be better. But you know, we're just doing some ideation right now, yo. Oh yeah, this is a fun thing. You got your 1,000, 2,000, 1,000, 2,000. That is times 1 times 10 times 1 times 10 times 100 1,000 in command of a 4th rank guild Zonot. Oh, these line breaks are killing me. I need to. I gotta find a better way to structure these things, but it is what it is for now. So I'll fix it later. Ideation Nation, yo. There we go. Oops. Come on, dude. There. Let's see. And then I'm just figuring out the math. Give me a minute. Up to 100. Okay, so 4th rank community has up to 100,000. So I'm giving them 1,000 per 25. That's 25,000. So that puts them in scale. And then at 50, 2,000 times 50 is going to be 100,000, and that is the scale we should be working with at 5th rank as a community. So that's 100,000 scaling. And then if it's 50 times 1,000 is 50,000. Yeah, that feels right. We can do that. No, you know what? I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. Keep that space there. We are going to remove the Zonot leader from the 4th rank. I'm going to grab that, and then we're going to backlog all this crap the way it was. Beep, 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 beep. And there we go. And then there. And here. There we go. Here, here. And we can go here. And oof, really? No, not really. There. There. That's how it's gonna work. Really? Aristocratic and command. Incom, screw you. I'll just abbreviate it just to get through the day. There. 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 $1,700. 1,700. 25,000. Let's go back and look at that real quick, make sure it's tracking. My brain is melting. I'm fine with that. More than 10K. Okay. Equal to or less than 10K. So that's D8 times 1,000. No, that's per rank. Population. 1,000 per point. That's 4th rank. And 4th rank, remind me again. Yeesh. 4th rank is up to 10,000. And then D12 times 10K, so it's well above 10,000. 10 times K. Huh. I wanted to have a system where you're gaining renown and that renown is tracking. Not quite seen it yet. Thank you. Keep it up. 3rd rank, 2nd rank. 3rd rank is up to 1,000. 3rd rank is up to 1,000. So 3rd rank up to 1,000. 17 times 100 is already breaking that. Huh. Okay, so I've got 17 points times 10. That's 170. And at most, I can create a crowd of okay, yeah, that jives. Fixed it. Fixed it. That makes sense. Right, guild. That's with a D, son. Clade. D. Cool. Okay, great. This is tracking. This is all tracking. How freaking awesome. Oh, God, yeah, that's perfect. All right, great. Hey, that's perfect. Great, that works. Okay, cool. So that all smoothed out. We got the lifestyle. Feature lifestyle. The Simic Combine provides a poor lifestyle or better for all members, as listed below. You got that, the Guild Mage feat, you got the Simic contacts, you got the non-Simic contact, you got your Renown rank rewards, the amount of troops like at 5th rank. We've been talking about the scaling up at like 1/3, so you get down here at 5th. Not only do you have like this huge population of people to do resources and stuff with, population Clade with 25. 50 resources. Nice. Okay, cool. Those are all set. So like you can see here at the top rank. Does that work? Does it also work? Cool. 1 times 5th. D4 times 4th. D6 times 10 is 3rd. D8 times 100 2nd. Or D10 times 1000 1st rank any. Let's go back to our task of networking, parentheses, recruiting. Networking, foraging, networking. Why do I always miss that? There it is. No. Local leads. Supply chain. How do I always miss that? Recruiting out. Oh, because it's out of order. Why did I do that? We'll figure it out. To assist by forming armies and labor guilds to provide the bodies needed. The scale of the task performed. You can recruit a number of allies and the scale of the community. Is there a reason why this isn't? Okay. That's why I can never find it, because it's out of order. Let's fix that. Oh no, it's establishing supply chains versus recruiting allies. Oh, it's that natural language getting me again. Accursed fates. Okay, so yeah, recruiting. 5th rank is D12 times 10,000. Zonot leader. Oh, yeah, it's actually less. Well, that's cool. This is where it curves out into at the city level. For the amount of recruits that you can bring in as an individual to follow you specifically. That makes sense. Because it's 5th rank, it's always going to pull in less people. Let's look at 1st rank. Yeah, 1st rank can get D4 or 1 2nd rank, but your character at 1st rank can only get 1 1st rank. So your individual renown is scaling is 1 scale lower than the amount of things that you can recruit inside of a community. The community is. Let's fix that. There. Okay, cool. So yeah, the community is going to be 10 times larger than this. In the 10,000 plus, so it's going to be like 120,000. This you can get up to... I guess I can go up to 120,000. Is that right? 120,000? Metropolis? You can get First rank. Did I scale that properly? Do I need to fix that? Let's look and find out. You can recruit 120,000 people. In a 5th rank community. Tasks. Community. Here we go. Yeah, I think I have to fix that. I think I gotta fix it. You can locate and rally NPCs to assist you by forming armies and labor guilds to provide the bodies needed for the scale of tasks performed. You can recruit a number of allies at the scale of the community if you roll a persuasion networking check against the DC for each rank of ally you seek to recruit. Nope, that's appropriate because you need to be able to. You should have more than one 5th rank character in a 5th rank community. Okay. I'm okay with that. Let's see. I'm noodling on this because I got 50 resources times 2,000 populations, 100,000 people. This has me getting up to 10,000 of them recruited, and I like that. What I don't like is that it limits the curve inside of here, so it doesn't quite mesh. I like dictating the population here. As you gain renown, the population grows. God, I like that a lot. I think I'm okay with that. No. Yeah. That's cool. Because I can, in one day, I can get this many out of my Zana. Or in one day, I can get this many out of my guild. This has... Yeah. No, I'm great with that. I'm good with that. Okay, great. Allies can be replaced after 1 day of downtime activity, performing the networking recruiting ally task. With a maximum number of allies recruited equal to the amount listed for each rank of command above, even if the recruit check would result in higher numbers. I don't know if that language is necessary. We'll put it past the editor and my co-writer, but it sounds pretty smart. Where are we at? 8:48. Okay, great. So we're doing Simic tasks. We did the genetic modifications. Rank 1, effect, add 1 random adaptation to a creature from the minor adaptation table. Doing so requires 24 days for each creature. And the work must be done in a Simic facility of first rank. Second, you can add 2 random adaptations to a creature from the minor adaptation, or 1 random adaptation to a creature from the major adaptations table. Third rank, change any creature into a Simic hybrid, alternate character race, or change any character into a Simic hybrid. Turn any creature into another creature. Genetic modifications. Crisis generation. How's that scale? 1d4 times 10, 1d6 times 100, 1d8 times 1000, 1d10 times 10,000, 1d12 times 100,000. That's insane. That's a lot of days. That does not jive. D4, D6, D8, D10. Okay, great. D4, D6, D8, D10, D12. Cool. Fifth rank Krasis, fourth rank Krasis, third rank Krasis. Yeah, 1 times X. That's the right. That's the right language for now. D6, D8, D10, D12. D4, 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 D4. D6 times 10. Second, D8 times 100, third, D10 times 1,000, fourth, D12 times 10,000, first. There you go. And then create Krasis. It's a language. Beep. Let's see. Total created per rank per season. There you go. You guys gotta let me know I'm screwing this up. Doing the best I can. D8 times 100. Second. D10 times 1,000. First. Thinned. Third. Thinned. Sinned. Surd. Second. Surd. Surded. Don't know the mismatch on that. Times 100. First. D6 times 10. First. Okay, so tasks can take a set amount of time, like when you're crafting an item. It can also pop. You know what? I could probably take the Thank you. One more time. Let's go with This is bounded accuracy in its heart, baby. The DC doesn't change, but it gets easier for you to do it. DC 13, you got about a 50. You literally have a 50-50 chance at first rank. But at 5th rank, you've got a plus 11 bonus, so you have a 90% chance of automatically succeed. You've got like you got to roll 1 to not succeed. So you've got a 95% chance of success. There you go. So almost impossible to fail building a truck ton of Krasis. I guess I could integrate this like DC, like I put DC 13 equals DC, but that just, I think they get clumsier. I think it's easier to do it this way. I can be created in 1 season. Is based on the rank of your guild. There we go. You can create Krasis to act as allies in battle. Performing tasks, or as mercenary resources to share with other guilds and communities. It is based on the rank of Krasis created. A guild can't that's a lot easier. Let's see. Because it's static. Ugh, I'm so silly. I'm still learning how to master this system myself. But boy, it's compelling. Says I. There we go. So we have the DC of the Krasis and the amount of Krasis. There we go. This is guild rank and total created. Per rank each season. The rank of Krasis you can create is equal to the rank of Clade or the rank of Krasis you can create is equal to the rank of Clade or Zonnet you command. The difficulty of creating a Krasis is based on the rank of Krasis created. The amount of Krasis that can be created in one season is based on the rank of your guild. So you can create D4 first rank Krasis per season. So that ties up that entire rank. You can attempt it as long as you have resources available. You could continue to attempt creating them. So you can make multiple Krasises. Krasis in a season. But while you're doing that, you can also attempt to recruit something. And remember, if you spend 0 resources on creating something, you roll a D3 plus whatever your rank is, D3 plus 1, for example. That's still a solid 50% chance of being able to create a crisis. It's just that it becomes more difficult. If you fail, ew, gross. What does happen if you fail? Ew. If you fail, check the genetic material created. Effort is wasted. Important. That's the health. Then we're going to go with military. Military. The health industry. Okay, cool. This is tracking. And the third task specific to them, that's genetic modifications, that's create crisis. Oh, the other is hospitalize. You can provide healing through Simic at a Simic facility. Effect. We are going to crack open our handy dandy master expanded spell list for us to build out a spell. Okay, so the idea is that when you go to a Simic hospital or a Simic facility, it can perform a task of healing you. So let's see how that goes. You have 0, 1, 2 in first rank. So let's go to the all spell list. Let's look at what spells exist that we can use for healing. Forgive me while I go through this process. This is the job. Mending message, mind sliver, molder, poison spray. I don't think I'm going to find anything in here that's going to provide me with healing. Water, not cantrip level. Shouldn't be there. First level is fair. Alarm, friendship, arms, bane, beast, blast, burn, catapult, cost for ceremony, charm person. There we go. Healing word. Did I miss that? Cure wounds. What is wrong with you, dude? Cast. Cure wounds. Healing word. What else we got? Oh, good berry. Sure, why not? FGH. Thank you. Ah, fun. Else? No. Second level? Nah. No. No. Weapon, Malice, Mind Spike, Mirror, Misty, Moonbeam, Mischief, Pass, Phantasmal, Prayer of Healing. Knock it off. I don't need that anymore. Prayer of Healing. Second rank. What do I want to get rid of? How do I do this? Through the following spells. You can provide healing equal to the rank of the Simic facility rank, spell cast. We can get rid of Goodberry shouldn't be there. That's a Selesnya thing. Purify food and water. I'm gonna go with Healing Spirit instead. We're not gonna go with Purify food and water. That's gonna be like Gruul, Selesnya sort of stuff to do. I like Healing Spirit. Like there's like a chamber, and you have somebody stand in it, and it just wow 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 wow, like Luke floating in the pool. Let's go with what are we trying to go with? There we go. Treatment duration. 1 hour. Let's do it like this. 10 minutes, 2 hours, 1 day, 10 days. Let's see if this pans out. Let's go all the way down to 9th and 8th level spells and see what kind of healing magic we have down there that would make sense to take an entire season to do. Let's go with True Resurrection. Power word heal isn't necessary because you can just heal with a short rest, right? So it has to be less than a day for it to be effective. So that's not appropriate. Stun. Aura, Feeble Mind, Earthquake, Control, Clone. Clone. That's so fun. Are you kidding me? How freaking fun is that? Oh my god, that's great. 4th rank. Let's see if there's anything interesting in here. Resurrection. How does resurrection work? Resurrection. Spell. You touch a dead creature that has been dead no more than a century. Okay. Plenty of time. Regenerate. How fun is that? I hear you. I'm just going to finish up this list and then we'll be done. Regenerate. What else you got? Freaking fun. Six, 7. What do you got in 6 for me? Anything? Doesn't have to be anything. I'm already plenty happy with 7. What you got? I don't want to do any creation stuff because I got the crises. Let's put on that. Going on. Okay, great. So that's 4th. I'm happy with that. 3rd rank is 4th and 5th level spells. So let's see what we got. Yeah, okay. Is that 6th? What's 5th? Did I miss something in 6? Let's go back to 6 real quick, just to check. Just to check. Oh, heal. Well, it's 1 day, so it's kind of pointless to cast heal. I mean, who cares? And Hero's Feast, yeah, it doesn't matter because a day rest. There you go. Ally, Illusion, Scatter, Soul Cage, Sunbeam. Yep. Okay, great. We were good. Fifth is Reincarnate. How does Reincarnate do? Let's look at that. It's been a while since I looked at Reincarnate. That's third rank, by the way. Let's look at what was our third rank genetic modification? Yeah, let's look at Reincarnate. I think this is about to get ridiculous. Let's do that. Change any character into another race as per Reincarnate, buddy. Any character. Yeah, I'm okay with that. That's so fun. Jeez, that's just freaking great. That stuff curving out so nicely. Where are we at? We are at Reincarnate at 5th. Wow, this is going great. What is the limit on Raised Dead equals Raised Dead? No longer than 10 days. Super incurve. I don't think we can get anything else out of 5th level. Surprise me. I don't mind. Ooh, Mass Cure Wounds. But it's a day duration, right? Yeah. 5th level is a day duration, so there's no point because you get Mass Cure Wounds back on a long rest anyway. Hollow, Greater Restoration. We get rid of Resurrection. We can get rid of Raised Dead and go with Reincarnate. True Resurrection I'm good with because that's like from a single. You don't even have to have anything. You just need to know their genetic code, and that can be researched. I'm good with. I like the idea of Awaken. That sounds so fun. But I'm going to leave that for Gruul and Selesnya. Man, the Regurts, I love it, but gotta have limits, right? Summon, Stones, Shape, Sickening, Staggering, Phantasmal. We are super close to done now. Are we going to have anything in here? This is what, a 2-hour duration? Okay. Steed, Elemental, Divination. Death Ward lasts 24 hours, right? Yeah, duration 8 hours. It's 8 hours. Still interesting. Death Ward. Let's go back up here and make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, those both have a very short duration, so that doesn't work. No, I don't think I need Aura of Life. Let's see what else we got down here. Whew. Yeah, Revivify is too short. You can't use it. Oh, remove Curse. That's super. Maybe. I'll consider it. What else you got? How's Life Transference work? I think it's, you know, hit points for hit points, something like that. It's 40. That's not bad. Oh, if it's 48, you could a third. Okay, so a third rank creature has, if it's medium size, has 30 hit points. So, and you have to cast it on yourself. You have to take the damage. So it's theoretically possible that it could kill you. But it's just it's hit points. But it comes back fast. And what about remove Curse? Life Transference. Boy, oh boy. Considering it. Animate Dead is definitely no. Bah! Oh, I hope the bundle with this. Death Ward. Yeah, we'll do it. I don't think I have any business with removing Curse. Healing Word, Healing Spirit, Cast. We'll get rid of Healing Word. Isn't Regenerate supposed to be 7th? Did I get that wrong? Oh, please tell me Regenerate is 7th. Ah, thank the Lord. There. Let's look at 7th just one more time. there is resurrection, but anything I can logic into. Ooh, magic jar. Okay, let's look at you. That could be super fun. Super fun! Is that 6th level? Nice! I love it! Magic jar. How fun is that? This is great! Oh my god, how freaking fun is this? This all just totally makes sense. Magic jar? Regenerate? Oh my god, this is good stuff. Yeah, well, there you go. So you got creating crisis, hospitalize, which is health industry. Facility rank, there we go. And then you got treatment duration, and then you got spells cast. You can provide healing through the following spells equal to the rank of the Simic facility. Facility rank. Oh, God, that's super crisp. I freaking love that. Okay, great. So, yeah, that's the Simic Combine. That's a case study. So you can, as you gain renown, you gain ranks, you gain titles, you gain a lifestyle, you gain allies, and you are appointed command eventually. So and then on top of that, here's specific tasks unique to the Simic Guild that can be performed on top of all the other stuff that you can do up top. So you got genetic modifications, you got the create crisis, you got hospitalization. Medical treatment. There you go. There you go. That's our Simic. Holy crap. You know what? Once this book is done and it's published, it is going to be super cool building out each of the resources that are here available. And I've got the Ravnica Rebel Belt Urban Hex Crawl that I've got planned for later next year, probably like a year from now. I'll actually get around to building it. I had if you check my videos on my playlist for Color Mana ideas, there is the random Undercity and Skyscraper generator that I had built a map for. That's a core foundation piece for the random the Urban Hex Crawl generator that I'm planning on building out as a kit. And this would be super complementary to that because you can build at all sorts of scales with that. At the mile, at the 5 mile, at the 20. It's just your hexes build out easily from that. It's kind of exciting. But yeah, that's it for now. I had a great time. I hope you did too. I'm going to come back tomorrow at lunch to hopefully finish up the the Infernal War Machines that where is that? Oh yeah, I don't have it in here yet. I've got the basic minimums for the vehicles. So we're going to talk about structures and vehicles tomorrow, and we finished our playtesting for the Eberron campaign. So the Eberron adventure, Crystals of Mabar. So Crystals of Mabar. So that means I can. We're just finishing up the last pieces of like how to describe the final boss fight, the final challenge, and once that gets coded out, probably by this time next week, and then we'll have the appendices for the new gear, creatures, and extending the campaign for the you have the 3 acts, and then you have concluding the adventure, extending the adventure, and then the creatures. Flora and fauna, I guess is what we'll call it. So you have creatures and the different plant life that we describe in the book, and then the final appendix is the equipment, and I think we're going to have the document's going to have some pre-generated characters based on each of the 6 different hooks. Anyway, since that playtesting is done, my Thursdays are freed up now. I'll eventually be doing more playtesting on Thursdays, so I'm here right now until my next playtesting starts to launch, which will be the Infernal Machines for Descent into Avernus, and I will be hopefully finishing that up with you guys on lunch stream tomorrow. But I can start doing artwork for the Eberron book, so I might be chilling out on the Martial Power stream. I think I want to try to finish that up. Finish up that stream before I launch it off to writers. But I'm going to start doing artwork on stream for Eberron really soon. So probably once Descent into Avernus is done, I'll be doing artwork for Ravnica on Thursday nights here, and then on Friday lunch stream, and potentially morning streams as well. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to have a day allocated to doing artwork for Eberron, and I'll be doing a lot of it on the back line as well. So maps, interior artwork, book cover, we're going to get into all that mess. So stay tuned, like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, check out my books, bloody blah. Looking forward to catching up with you guys soon. Bye.